Once upon a time in a not-so-distant future, there was a young adventurer named Jack. Now, Jack wasn't your ordinary kid. He had a thirst for adventure that took him to far-off lands beyond the horizon. And one day, his curiosity led him to an old dusty market, where he found a mysterious glowing seed. It looked like no seed he'd ever seen before. He ran home excitedly, bursting through the door and shouting, "Mom, look what I found! Can we plant it?" But Jack's mom wasn't exactly thrilled. "A seed? Jack, honey, we don't need a seed. We have food. We don't need to plant it." She tried to explain, but Jack's mind was already made up. He planted the seed in a pot, and with a gentle watering and lots of sunshine, it sprouted into a gigantic tree, almost overnight. It had silver leaves that shimmered like stars, and tiny blue flowers that looked like floating galaxies. But that was just the beginning. See, this wasn't any ordinary tree. This was a smart nanotech tree, a living piece of technology powered by artificial intelligence, and its roots were reaching deep into the earth while its branches stretched up towards the sky, connecting Earth to a secret floating city. And Jack, well, he had a special connection to this tree. When he touched the bark, images flooded his mind, showing him the wonders that awaited him at the top of the beanstalk. At the very top of the tree sat a magnificent city. Gleaming towers of polished metal rose into the clouds, and sleek flying vehicles zipped between them. And in the center of it all was a massive dome that housed the most advanced technology imaginable. But it wasn't just technology that drew Jack to the treehouse. He wanted to explore the world beyond the windows, to see the wonders of the floating city up close. So with a determined nod, he began his ascent up the beanstalk. As he climbed higher and higher, the air grew thinner and the wind stronger, whipping through the shimmering leaves. Suddenly, a flock of robotic geese flew past, each one carrying a small package in its beak. They were headed straight for the top of the beanstalk. "Excuse me," Jack called out, hoping to catch their attention. One of the geese landed gracefully on a nearby branch, tilting its head as if listening. Then it let out a series of beeps and boops, and Jack understood. They were inviting him to follow them. So Jack continued his climb until he reached the top of the beanstalk and stepped into the floating city. Wow, it was even more incredible up close. The buildings hummed with energy, the streets bustled with activity, and the views were breathtaking. As Jack walked through the city, he noticed something strange. Instead of people, everywhere he saw robotic giants with glowing eyes and metallic skin. They were everywhere, working, playing, and going about their daily lives. He came across a group of children playing a game that looked like a mix between tag and laser chess. The children noticed Jack, and one of them called out, "Hey, you're not one of us, are you? You're a natural." Jack blushed, realizing that he was different. But before he could say anything, the game was on, and they were all chasing him around the park. Finally, when they tired themselves out, Jack sat down on a nearby bench. A little girl with bright pink hair approached him. "You want to see something cool?" she asked with a mischievous grin. Before Jack could respond, she pressed a button on her wrist device, and suddenly holographic images filled the space between them. The little girl pointed to the map. "This is our city. See, we're always moving. We call it Sky City because it floats in the clouds. Our robotic bodies help us keep it up there," she explained. Just then, a giant goose waddled over, its eyes twinkling. It opened its beak and out popped a golden data chip. "Whoa, a real goose that lays golden data chips," Jack exclaimed. The girl laughed. "Only in the highest tech park of the floating city, silly." Jack realized he had so many questions. Who lived in this city? Why did they live there? And what happened to the humans? But before he could ask any of them, he heard a loud crash, followed by shouts and screams. Looking up, he saw a huge net had fallen from one of the towers. blocking the path to the sky. "Quick! We have to get to the control room," the girl said, grabbing Jack's hand. Together, they raced through the city, dodging obstacles and making their way to the nearest drone port. With only seconds to spare, they jumped onto a passing drone and zoomed away. When they reached the control room, they discovered a group of villains attempting to hack into the system. The villains had come from the human world, intent on stealing the floating city's advanced technology. But Jack and the little girl knew they had to stop them. Using his quick thinking and her technical skills, they managed to outsmart the villains, saving the floating city and its inhabitants. In the end, Jack learned that the seed he found was no ordinary thing. It was a key to a world of wonder and adventure. A world that he might have never discovered if he'd listened to his mom. And as for the floating city, well, it continued to soar through the skies. A testament to the power of artificial intelligence and the limitless potential of the human imagination.